everyone. Welcome to God's Chidep. This is my name, TweQ, and some people at church call me CK. People at school call me TQ, and some call me Too Cute. You can call me by any of these, whichever is easier for you. Well, the reason, my email is goshchidep@gmail.com. One more time, goshchidep@gmail.com. Well, the reason that I made this video is that I want to, after today, make a continuous video clip of 15 minutes or so, depending on whatever request I get. If I have more requests for maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes, I guess I can do that too. But I've been known to be talking too much at church because before I teach a group, the youth group, and when I talk to them, I always get complained that Jigeo, you are talking too much. Okay, and so if that's the case, we can keep it at 15-minute session. And the reason that I made this video clip is I've always have call-ins to make this video for some time ago already, but because lately and because I have been in a lot of hardship, and so I did not complete my task as God have been calling me. And so lately God's remind me by calling me to come back and sub for a catechist class, and the topic that I'm talking about is God's love. And so when teaching the kids that day, it keep reminding me of what God have called me to do, and it makes me feel very, very bad about not being able to do what I'm asking to do. And so today I actually have the courage to make this video to greet y'all and to introduce myself to you and talk about the first topic, which is God's love. And when we talk about God's love, it goes both ways. It's God who loves us so much that he give us his only son, but also our love to God. And so as I think about God and is planning for these sessions, because I hope that after this session, you guys will start emailing me at goshchidep@gmail.com, goshchidep@gmail.com, to give any suggestion, any concerns, any hardship that you're going through. You have any questions, or if you suggest any topics that you want me to talk about, because I've been through so much that I would like to share my own experience so that it can help you if you are in the same situation. Therefore, please don't hesitate to email me and make the request for any topic at all, or any suggestion for, okay, how long this session should be, things like that. As for today, since we're talking about love, I have the passage from 1 Corinthians 13, verse 13. And now, these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Therefore, I want to talk about, how we always say that, oh, you know what? I'm a Catholic, I'm a Christian, I love God so much. But then we never show it through any of our words, any of our action. And so I really want to ask you guys to put out a little bit time, maybe a few minutes, and think about, how have you loved God? Because God have loved us so much. He gave us his only son, Jesus. Therefore, in Jesus' grace and Jesus' mercy, we have been living a wonderful life. I know that everybody have problems and hardship of their own, but come to think of it, just like me, how I go through a lot of bad things and hardship. I cried many times, and I asked God, why me? How come so many people have a good life? They are more wealthy than me. They have so much more than what I have. But me, I'm not wealthy. I'm not smart. And yet, now, I have a broken family. There are so much things that happen in my life that I thought, God, you love me and I love you so much, but why all these things happen to me? Though every time I sit down and reflect on my life and think about everything that I have, everything that God have given to me, I look up. Yes, there are a lot more people that I am not able to reach because they are rich, they are smart, they're talented. But if I look down, I am way above many more people. And I feel so blessed, so fortunate that I just want to reach out to everyone and tell them, God loves you so much. Doesn't matter if you're rich, doesn't matter if you are poor, if you have any condition at all in life. God loves you. And when God loved us, he showed us how he loved us by sending his own son to us as human being. And he died for us. Well, when we think about it, we do say that, oh, Jesus, I love you so much. I can give my life up to you. But yet, a lot of us doesn't show how we love God. We didn't show through our actions, our words, to those people that are around us. A lot of time we give out hatred, we give out bad words, we treat each other like nothing. But with love, God's calling us to love everyone around you. I sometimes feel guilty of not doing what God asked me to do, because there are people that hurt me so bad that I don't see how I can love them. But after thinking about God, knowing how much God loved me, yeah, I have to learn how, I have to practice how to love them back. And the first thing that I have to do was to forgive. Because after I forgive, I was able to forget things, painful things that they do to me. And I start comparing that to God, to Jesus, how Jesus suffered on the cross for us. He died for us. He didn't complain. And so when people did something bad to me, I'm just a human being. I feel pain. I have hatred. But think about it. Jesus was once human being. And on the cross, he was a human being suffering for us. When he carried the cross for us, on his passion of Christ, all the way from the Olive Garden to the time that he died on the cross, he suffered so much. And those suffering was from his human body. He did not use any power to take away the pain. He suffered just like us. Therefore, I ask God to be with me. Help me to cope with my pain. Help me to be like him. And so I was able to forgive. And after I forgive, I try to forget. A lot of time, things just come back. But because I talked to God and I said, well, God, Lord, I forgive them. And so, and I promise you that I truly forgive them. So I should not hold grudge. Therefore, I ask God to help me to be strong enough to just let it go. And God have really been there. Work with me. Help me getting stronger. And help me to love just like him. Therefore, today, I'm asking everybody who watch this learn to love like Jesus. But don't just say, I love you, God, and I love you, Jesus, and that's it. Don't stop there. If you said you love God, you love Jesus, stand up and show that love through your actions, through your words, everywhere you go. Even if you can't say anything or do anything for anybody, simply smile. When you cross somebody, smile. And that smile will show everybody around you or anybody that crossed you that you are the image of God and you have God's love in you. That when everybody look at you, they see that you have the love of God and you are ready to share that love so that you can be loved and they will start loving too, whoever they are. I want to ask you, really spread the love and spread it through your actions, your words. Simply hi to somebody that you cross. It doesn't have to be someone you know. Well, let me tell you something. At church, there's one person that I greet him every time I see him, but he never responds. So I promised myself that I will greet him every time I see him to see how long does it take him to say hi to me or respond back to me. And you know what? It take him almost 2 years to give me back only one response. Not even hi yet. So that day, I greet him, and to my surprise, he was like, I was like really surprised and really happy because I was like, oh my goodness, in this almost 2 years, I have been greeting him in and out every time I see him. But this is the only time that he actually see who I am, heard my greet, and actually goes, oh my goodness. And from that day on, I promised myself that I will never stop greeting him to see if he ever would say hi to me at all. But then the next thing I noticed was that he actually smiled at me for once. And that gave me the courage and the patience. That tells me that with God, it doesn't matter how hard that person is, he will respond someday. And because today's session is about love, I want to tell you guys that it doesn't matter who you are, what situation you are in. I am here. You can always email me. Tell me anything you want or anything that you need, because I am once have nobody to talk to when I really, really needed someone. And so I understand how you feel. Therefore, if you absolutely cannot trust anyone at all, email me. If you just want me to listen, I'll listen. I read your email and pray for you. But if you want me to respond and you ask for experience or for an answer. If I don't know it myself, I will search for answer for you. So don't hesitate to email me and tell me anything at all. And I will, if I have time, I will respond. But I cannot promise you that. The only thing is I will read through your email, and if I can, I will make a video clip about whatever you are suggesting or whatever you're asking, or even answer your question. I will not mention your name unless you want me to. But to write back to you, I cannot promise that, because I'm teaching at school. I going to different parish, and I'm helping with different event. Right now, I am still in the Eucharistic Youth Society in Arlington, and so even though I don't hold any position right now, but I promise to stay and help them with anything they need. So again, I'm sorry if I cannot get back to you on the email, but if there's anything that I can get back to you on here, I will. Thank you very much, and I will see you again. Bye-bye.